new Educator of the Year. You are exactly what we hope all of our new teachers would embody, and so we are so proud of you. We're so grateful that you're part of the CCSD family, so congratulations.
Hello, Christina. Thank you for joining us here today. We are super excited to talk with you. As you know, I am Dr. Kimberly Thagard, and I am the director for iteach Nevada, the only CAPE accredited ARL program in the state of Nevada. Today, we all have the amazing honor of sitting down with Christina Day, Elementary Teacher of the Year for the Clark County School District. And for those of you that do not know, Clark County is the 5th largest school district in the country, and we're talking over 18,000 employees here. So this is a massive honor. And again, we're so glad to have Christina with us here today. So before we get started, Christina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So again, I'm Christina Day. I've been in Vegas for almost 20 years. I grew up in CCSD as well. I'm from Illinois. I used to run at Silverado High School. I ran track, ended up going to college on a track scholarship, and then eventually I got into long-term subbing and fell in love, and then started teaching.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you're true grow your own. You're from Clark County School District. Was educated by Clark County School District. So that's amazing. Mm-hmm. When did you first realize you wanted to be a teacher?
Like I was saying, I was a long-term sub, and I'm a criminal justice major. So I wanted to work with children, but I didn't know it was going to be educational. I just started to do long-term teaching, and then a couple years I was like, oh, this is my calling. I love teaching. And so I've been at the same school. My principal's been amazing. And so got licensed through iteach, and that was it. Amazing.
Amazing. Tell us a little bit about the age group that you teach and why you love this particular group of students so much.
So I teach 3rd grade. So they're about 8 to 9 years old. My class they're amazing. Their personalities are so different. So I get to get the silly kids, the really serious kids, the funny kids. It's just everyone's really, really different. And I don't know, I love getting to know them, like from the beginning of the year all the way till now. We've really grown together. Right. You know, this technically, it's my first year, so I'm still learning things. And then their 3rd grade is like they're learning so much as well. So we're like growing up together. So
yeah, I've always said the best teachers are learners themselves. Mm-hmm. And if you open yourself up to that, to learning, then you're going to grow alongside your kids. So that's great. Yeah. In a recent study done at the Kennedy School at Harvard University, some researchers found that in classrooms where there is a teacher of color, that the students of color, in addition to feeling like they have more mentorship and that they are able to share certain cultural experiences, they actually have higher testing scores. How do you feel like you, as a teacher of color, serve your students of color?
I 100% agree with that. I know that representation matters. And I tell my students this story where when I was younger, I had trouble reading, and there was a particular teacher, and she looked just like me. And I looked up to her because I could see, oh, I can do this too. I can learn how to read, and I can, move forward in life. And she really inspired me. So a lot of the kids who I feel are in the same spot as I was when I was in 3rd grade, I tell them that story, and they're able to see what they can do through me. So
yeah. Oh, you're gonna make me cry on that one. What do you think is the biggest misconception about teaching?
I think people think it's an easy job. I feel like sometimes people think we're just glorified babysitters, and that's totally not the case. While we are when the student is with us, we are making sure not only like education, but we're looking after them if they're sick, emotional needs, their social skills. Is so much more than just watching your kids for those hours at school. We're really educating them and doing so much more. Like we're stepping in as parents when they're not there, but also teaching and educating and doing everything in between. So
right. Yeah. They always say that the one profession of teaching is really 1,000 professions combined. Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
This is the part of our interviews where we just do some sort of rapid fire questions. So I'm going to pose some questions to you, and you can just give me 1 to 2 word response or one sentence response. Who is
Okay.
your favorite teacher and why?
Miss Christie, same name. It's the same one I was telling you about earlier, the one that I saw her, I saw me through her.
Right.
She looked like me, and I just adored her. So
That's amazing. Yeah.
mhm.
Who inspires you now?
My students, like when I see their growth from the beginning of the year until now, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I, the fact that I love the growth in them, I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. You know, it's not just, oh, they're doing good. No, I look at their test scores. I look at how well they're doing, not just test scores, but even emotionally, just where they were, how much they've opened up to now. Yeah, they inspire me.
A holistic vision. That's
Yes.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. What are your aspirational goals in terms of teaching, education?
So I'm currently getting my master's, and I'll finish in July or August. I'm supposed to finish. And right now, I feel like I want to do a lot. I want to eventually become a strategist. I want to become an assistant principal. I want to reach for the stars at this point. I feel like just getting the teacher of the year nod was like so inspiring. So I'm like, I can keep going for it. So
Yeah.
mhm.
That's amazing. And I really just want to say, you know, every single thing that you've responded with today is exactly, I think, what I experienced going from the teaching profession, also alternatively certified, and not knowing right away if it was going to be the best choice for me. And then once I got into the classroom, everything changed. Here I am, a 20-year educator, and helping candidates like you. So um, finally, before we close out, I want to know why you chose iteach.
So I chose iteach. When I looked at the all the information, I saw that the classes that I needed were all within iteach. I didn't have to really go outside of iteach to get my license and get everything, all the accreditation, or I'm not sure what you say, but to get everything, it was all right there, and it was extremely quick. Um, Before I knew it, I was already licensed, so it just was like a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, getting those boot camp classes done and being able to get closer to the classroom, where, as you've expressed today, that's really where we do most of our learning
Yeah.
as teachers, is
Yeah.
in the classroom with our students.
Mm-hmm.
Before I let you go today, the Western Territory of iteach, along with Texas and some of our other states, whenever we have a Teacher of the Year, we award them with, we give them an award. In the West, I call these the Huber Scholars, and they are named after Dr. Diane Huber, who was our founder and whose mission it was, through starting iteach, to break down the barriers of finance and break down the barriers of time and availability, so that there could be greater access to the classroom, greater access for candidates just like you. So, as Teacher of the Year for Clark County, I wanted to award you the Huber Scholar Award, and we are going to award you $1,000 towards your iteach tuition.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that was a good surprise. Wow, I appreciate that so much.
It is well deserved, and not just within iteach, because I did happen to look at your coursework. Not only in iteach are you excelling so much, you obviously are doing a great job in your classroom and in your district as well, and we could not be prouder of you. So we wanted to give you that award named after our founder.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome, and we could not be more grateful that you chose iteach, and we expect great things from you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So Miss Day started with us a couple of years ago as a long-term sub. And you know, a lot of times it's hard to fill vacancies, and so when you get a sub that's good, you hold on to them. And so she had started it, wasn't really thinking that she was going to do this long term, and we just saw she was natural at it. And so we worked with her and helped her get into the iteach program, and she did that this year, and she's just been phenomenal. She's so wonderful to have on our campus. The kids love her. She's got such a big heart, and she is really a natural. And I don't think it was what she even expected to do. I don't know if she shared with you, her original degree was in criminal justice. So I don't think this was ever the path that she thought she was going to take, but we're certainly happy that she did. So iteach is an ARL program, an Alternative Routes to Licensure program, and it's one of a few that are here in the district. It's one that we have had success with some of our other teachers. They do have to have a degree in something else to go through the program, but what I like about it is they offer a lot of support, and I think that's what's key. Because they come and they work with them here in the building and outside in their classes, because it's not easy work. And if you've never been through the training, it can be difficult. So it's one of the programs that I have had great success with.